Hi guys, today we're going to have a look at a new pistol from Tokyo Marui. It's the Tokyo Marui U.S. M9 or U.S. M9 2015 edition. I don't think it's known as 2015 edition anymore, but it did come out in October 2015. Not another M9, I hear you say. I can see where you're coming from. There's a lot of M9s in the market. This though changes the game again from Marui. The initial designs from Marui 10-15 years ago kind of set the standard for M9s, and then they've gone and changed it again. We'll show you a brief history of the previous models, and then we'll delve into this one. We'll show you its features, we'll do a quick firing test, chrono test, things like that, and we'll show you what this one's all about. Okay, so we've some of the older generations from Marui. Probably the first one is the Marui M9-F. This design must be at least 15 years old. We've been selling them for 9, and was around well before that. This is probably the most copied airsoft pistol that was ever manufactured. Companies like KJ Works, WE, HFC, Taurus, countless other brands have used this design or cloned this design. Other manufacturers since tweaked their own designs, but this was their base way back when this was first launched. Excellent pistol for the time. Few downsides like fixed hop up, things like that, little features like that. At the time it was an excellent pistol. It's probably a bit dated at this stage. Tac Master, another variation, exact same internals. Then over the years there's been fancier pistols, this kind of chrome stainless steel effect pistol. They also took out some Samurai Edge like Resident Evil editions, some lovely stuff. About 3 years ago they did change things up though, and they took out the M9A1. Not just aesthetically or aesthetics that were changed on this, the actual internals changed. Magazine valves got revamped, adjustable hop was now a feature, obviously the rail and stuff in the front. It's also a lot heavier of a pistol. And the US M9 that just came out then in October took a lot of the same features as this, and there's actually a couple more on top. So this is a step in the right direction for Marui. Okay, let's get straight into the pistol. We're not going to spend any time in the box. The only thing to note really on the box is the actual outer of it has a textured finish, almost like velvet or cloth. It's a nice wee touch, but apart from that it's just a box, the usual manuals. You get a small sample of BBs, cleaning rod, things like that. But that's the pistol. First thing you actually notice about the pistol, even before you put the magazine in, is the weight. It's a very hefty pistol compared to the older models or generations. It actually comes in at 950 grams compared to the older one, which was 720 or 30 grams. So there's a difference there of nearly 220 grams heavier. Definitely feels it in the hand. Very heavy, solid piece. The finish or the materials used in the gun, they're primarily ABS plastic. Like all other Marui pistols, they're top quality plastic, so there's no issue with longevity or reliability when it comes to the materials used. If anything, it possibly helps with gas efficiency. There is a note though a notable difference between the slide and the main frame of the pistol. The slide is slightly shinier plastic used, and then the lower has like a textured coat, and it's also slightly grayer plastic. It actually gives a nice, the barrel has also the same finish. It actually, when I first seen the pistol, I actually thought it was a metal frame, and I think that's possibly why they put that finish on it, and it does do a good job in making it look like that. And then the weight and feel of it all adds to that. The pistol grips again are nice. Again, I expect that from Marui. They have the Beretta insignia on it. The screws have actually changed. They're now hex type screws, as you can see, instead of the older flat screw design. But very nice pistol. Metal parts on the pistol include the trigger bar, the hammer, the safety on both sides, the slide lock, and then also the disassembly lever. They're all metal components. And one of the nice new features of this gun is the safety now is actually a working decocker. So we have the pistol cocked. Sorry, I'll do it from this side so you can see. And it decocks it. Nice wee feature that the older models didn't have. Very nice. There's some design changes internally. We'll go on to them next. Then we'll do a test fire and a chrono test as well. But impressions, definitely nice. Oh, actually before we move on, there's one more difference. It has the traditional kind of M9-F style sights, but it does have added dots in the center of the rear sight, and then obviously the front one still has the same as the other one. Okay, so we'll move on to the internals of the pistol now. First thing we start with the lower. Not too much fancy going on here, but it is a different design. The rail isn't a continuous rail like the older design. It now has two sections to it. Exact same design as the M9A1, so if you're familiar with that design, it's the same. Moving on to the upper then. Again, M9A1, a lot of similarities. Same recoil spring that's in it. And more importantly, compared to the older designs, this now has the adjustable hop with the little wheel or dial system there that you can see, and also the different blowback. Compare that to the old one, the different style recoil spring and recoil the bar through it that goes through the middle of the spring. There you go, the fixed hop, the unadjustable hop system, and also the very common blowback system here. You see that in the KJ pistols, WE pistols, and all the pistols that copy that design. Okay, we'll move on to the gun, or the firing the gun next, where we do a quick chrono test, and then we check the accuracy and firing test on the pistol. Okay, so we're at room temperature. Actually, a wee bit less than room temperature up here in the range. Is a wee bit colder than say standard room temperature. We're using ultra air green gas and also blaster 0.2 gram BBs. So probably a wee bit of drop off there, probably on average of around 290, maybe 288, 285. You can see towards the end there as we did faster shots, the FPS dropped slightly. Okay, so we moved on to the shooting test now. It's a 26 round mag for the M9 itself. Like the Chrono Test, we're using blaster 0.2 gram BBs and ASG ultra air gas. I'm about 22, 23 feet from the target, so it's quite a short short distance, but it's ideal for pistol. So we'll go straight into it. We'll start off with the flip tags at the top. Lovely and snappy, and like Marui, always very accurate. This is the hop, totally unadjusted, straight out of the box. So if you were changing with different weights of BBs, or even just tuning it to whatever way you can, it's the beauty about these now, you can tune them no problem with the hop up. Okay, so we have another magazine, another 26 BBs. We've moved on to the harder, smaller targets, the popper style. We've 15 targets in total, 26 BBs, so we'll see how good I am or how good the pistol is. And then the Texas Star is always the toughest. Oh, got a lucky one there somehow. Okay, pretty poor shooting at the end of the Texas Star. 26 BBs, mag after mag there, no problem. Even now when it's empty, it's still snappy. That's what you get from Marui. I know people sometimes give out about the ABS slides, but what that allows you then is the serious efficiency. Past 30 shots there now, it's not actually that warm up here, and it's still shooting away. Like all the Marui pistols, it's accurate out of the box. You can fine tune the hop and stuff and dial it in, that make it that wee bit better. But the weight, the feel, it's definitely an improvement on the last one, and I think these are going to be a very popular pistol. Thanks for watching. If you did like the video, please hit the like button, it really helps us out. Or hit subscribe if you haven't done already for future videos or similar product reviews and some gameplay footage. Thanks for watching.